The world mourned in October 2023, a month that will be remembered for the loss of a beloved star. Mathew Perry, the beloved actor best known for his role as Chandler Bing on the iconic sitcom Friends, was gone. He was only 54, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and joy. Found unresponsive in a jacuzzi at his Los Angeles home, Perry's death sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond, leaving fans and colleagues in disbelief. The laughter he brought to millions was silenced, a void felt deeply by all who cherished his work. What began as a day of mourning soon transformed into a fight for justice, as questions about the circumstances of his death arose. The cause of death was determined to be the acute effects of ketamine and subsequent drowning, a combination that raised many eyebrows. This was not a simple accident, but something far more sinister. The Los Angeles Medical Examiner's investigation revealed a sinister truth, one that would change the narrative entirely. This was not just a personal tragedy but a crime, a revelation that shocked everyone. The investigation quickly pointed to a network of individuals who allegedly supplied Perry with the lethal dose of ketamine, a network that spanned various professions. 5 individuals now face charges, including 2 doctors, Perry's personal assistant, and a woman dubbed by the media as the Ketamine Queen, a name that would become infamous. The news sent ripples of anger and disbelief through Perry's devoted fan base, who demanded answers and justice. How could someone so beloved fall victim to such a dark scheme? The question lingered in the minds of many. The U.S. Attorney's Office leading the charge wasted no time in pursuing justice for Perry. They alleged that these individuals knew of Perry's struggles with addiction, yet chose to exploit him. They exploited his vulnerability for their gain, a betrayal that cut deep. This wasn't just a drug deal gone wrong, it was a calculated betrayal, a premeditated act of exploitation. The case quickly became a stark reminder of the often hidden dangers lurking beneath the glamorous facade of Hollywood, a world where appearances can be deceiving. The entertainment industry, a world built on image and illusion, was shaken to its core as the reality of Perry's death set in. The investigation shone a harsh light on the darker side of fame, revealing how easily trust can be manipulated and how addiction can make anyone, even a beloved celebrity, a target for exploitation. The fight for justice was only just beginning, a battle that would see many twists and turns before any resolution. Mathew Perry's struggles with addiction were no secret. His battle was a public one, often highlighted in the media. He had been open about his battle with alcohol and prescription drugs, chronicling his journey in his candid 2022 memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. The memoir offered a raw and unfiltered look into his life. He detailed the grip of addiction, the years lost to its haze, and the constant struggle for sobriety. His words painted a vivid picture of the relentless nature of addiction. Perry's honesty resonated with many, breaking down the stigma surrounding addiction and offering a glimpse into the human cost of this disease. His story became a beacon of hope for those facing similar battles. He spoke candidly about the pressures of fame, the isolation that often accompanied success, and the constant scrutiny of the public eye. The relentless attention only added to his struggles. Perry's honesty challenged the perception of celebrity, revealing the vulnerability that often lies beneath the surface of success. He showed that even those who seem to have it all can be fighting unseen battles. He reminded the world that behind the laughter and applause, celebrities are human, grappling with the same challenges and demons as anyone else. His interactions with fans often showed his genuine and kind nature. His candor earned him admiration and respect, making his tragic end all the more heartbreaking. The outpouring of grief from fans and peers alike was a testament to his impact. The investigation into Perry's death revealed that he had experienced a relapse in the fall of 2023. This relapse was a stark reminder of the ongoing nature of addiction. This relapse, fueled by the alleged actions of those who preyed on his vulnerability, ultimately led to his untimely demise. It highlighted the dangers that those in recovery constantly face. The revelation highlighted the insidious nature of addiction, its ability to lie dormant before rearing its head with devastating consequences. It showed how addiction can strike when least expected. It served as a stark reminder that recovery is not a linear journey but a continuous battle requiring ongoing support, understanding, and compassion. The path to sobriety is fraught with challenges. Perry's story became a cautionary tale, illustrating how easily addiction can entwine itself with the pressures of fame and the dangers of trusting the wrong people. His life was a powerful lesson for many. His death sparked a conversation about the need for greater support systems within the entertainment industry and a more compassionate understanding of the challenges faced by those battling addiction. It called for systemic changes. The world mourned the loss of a comedic genius, but his legacy continued to raise awareness about the complex and often unforgiving nature of addiction. His story remains a poignant reminder of the human struggle. As the investigation into Mathew Perry's death deepened, a disturbing picture began to emerge. Authorities uncovered a network of individuals who allegedly exploited Perry's addiction for their own gain. At the heart of this network was the illicit trade of ketamine, a powerful anesthetic with a growing presence in the black market. This wasn't just about supplying drugs, it was about preying on vulnerability and profiting from despair. Central to the alleged operation were two doctors, Dr. Salvador Plasencia and Dr. Mark Chavez. They are accused of using their medical licenses to fuel Perry's addiction, allegedly providing him with prescriptions for ketamine under false pretenses. Their alleged actions were a gross violation of their oaths, turning healers into dealers and exploiting the trust placed in them by their patients. Adding another layer of betrayal, Perry's personal assistant, Kenneth Iwamasa, was also implicated in the scheme. Iwamasa, entrusted with Perry's well-being, is accused of acting as a conduit between the actor and the suppliers. He allegedly facilitated the delivery of the drugs, and is even suspected of administering ketamine to Perry despite having no medical training. The investigation painted a chilling picture of how a network of individuals allegedly conspired to exploit Perry's addiction, using his vulnerability as a source of profit. The case highlighted the dark underbelly of the entertainment industry, where access to drugs can be easy, and those struggling with addiction can become targets for unscrupulous individuals seeking to profit from their despair. Among those charged in connection with Mathew Perry's tragic death, one figure stood out prominently, Jasveen Sangha, who was dubbed by the media as the ketamine queen. Sangha is accused of being a major supplier of ketamine, allegedly funneling the potent drug through a complex network of associates that ultimately reached Perry. Her alleged involvement added a significant layer of complexity to the case, exposing the extensive reach and sophisticated organization of the illicit ketamine trade. Sangha's alleged operation extended far beyond Perry, encompassing a wider clientele seeking the drug's powerful dissociative effects. Her network allegedly included individuals like Eric Fleming, who has admitted to supplying ketamine that eventually ended up in Perry's hands. Fleming's guilty plea provided a crucial link in the chain, shedding light on the flow of drugs from Sangha's alleged operation to the late actor Mathew Perry. These individuals, each with their own motives and roles, collectively paint a disturbing portrait of exploitation and callousness within the drug trade. They allegedly saw an opportunity in Perry's vulnerability, treating him not as a human being battling addiction but as a mere commodity to be exploited for profit. Their alleged actions highlight the devastating consequences of the illicit drug trade, where lives are treated as disposable and profits are prioritized over human suffering and loss. The investigation into Mathew Perry's untimely death revealed a network of individuals motivated by greed and indifference, showing the dark side of the drug trade. From the alleged kingpins to the street-level dealers, each player contributed to the tragedy, their actions culminating in the loss of a beloved actor and friend. The case underscores the urgent need to address the growing ketamine crisis and hold accountable those who profit from the suffering and exploitation of others.
The investigation into Mathew Perry's death has been thorough, but we're still piecing together the final moments of his life.
Detectives are working around the clock, ensuring that no stone is left unturned in their quest for justice.
Mathew was always so trusting, and it's heartbreaking to think someone might have taken advantage of that.
In the wake of his passing, questions arise about the vulnerability of public figures and the exploitation they often face.
The cast of Friends is devastated by the loss of their beloved co-star. They shared a bond that transcended the screen.
As the world mourns, the heartfelt reactions from his close friends remind us of the profound impact Mathew Perry had on those around him. In the wake of the investigation, Perry's public image took a significant hit. Fans were left in disbelief, and the media scrutiny was intense. The beloved comedian's reputation was now marred by controversy, leaving many to question the person behind the laughter. Despite the investigation, several mysteries still lingered. Questions remained unanswered, and doubts persisted.
We followed every lead, interviewed numerous witnesses, but some aspects of the case just didn't add up. It's like there were pieces missing from the puzzle.
The pursuit of justice became a relentless journey for those involved. The legal system was put to the test, and accountability was demanded by the public.
The courtroom was packed, emotions ran high, and every detail of the trial was scrutinized. People wanted answers, and they wanted someone to be held responsible.
Despite the controversies, Perry's legacy in comedy remains undeniable. His influence on the genre continues to be felt, inspiring new generations of comedians.
Perry had a unique gift. He brought joy to so many lives, and even though there were dark times, his contribution to comedy will never be forgotten.